Hi everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So I'm just back out again today over at Thorndon Country Park, where I was a few weeks ago, looking at the autumn colours in the trees. So obviously turned out to be quite good. A few weeks now after I was here originally, but some of the leaves are turning and getting obviously those golden and red colours that we obviously love at autumn. But some of the trees are still obviously quite green and still obviously holding on to their leaves as well. However, what I'm finding is sort of venturing into the woods here is actually quite a lot of the leaves are already fallen and creating that sort of lovely sort of golden yellowy blankets that they obviously create over the floor here as well. So hopefully looking for several different compositions and going from there. So I've just got a composition set up here using one of the streams that was obviously dried out as we've not had much rain down this area of the country for quite some time now. But I've got one of the streams that's obviously covered in the blanket of leaves as I was talking about earlier, and obviously picking out some of the green of the rushes here as well, and obviously using that on one side, using the stream as obviously a leading line throughout the image, and then obviously then the up into the trees as well. So what I'm actually having to do for this image is obviously focus about a third of the way into the image and then switch over to the exposure box, taking that image, obviously focusing basically on the stump of that tree, and then obviously taking another exposure with the sky as well, and then obviously looking to blend those two together in post-processing, just so I can obviously get that balance in as well. Settings for the camera is f16 ISO 100 and the 2-second timer as well, shooting in aperture priority mode as normal. So I've just done a lap of the lake where I was photographing last time, and unfortunately the trees, the colours have not really sort of taken their full autumn colours yet. Unfortunately there was no sort of new compositions there as well. Weather conditions was obviously a bit different from last time, which was quite sunny, quite sort of cloudy and harsh sunlight at periods of time, but today's sort of a bit more overcast and sort of creating that sort of muted light, but sort of also an even light as well. But again, there was sort of a little bit of a breeze, so not really able to sort of get in any of those reflections off of the lake is obviously what I ideally wanted. But hey ho, carry on and let's see what other compositions we can come across. So just walking along the path here, and I've come across some of these beech trees that have obviously turning the golden colours, and I've got the path running sort of through the image down in the bottom section of the image, and obviously then the colours of the golden colours that I'm being able to brought out in the trees as well. So taking 2 exposures again for this one, obviously focusing on the trees themselves and switching over to the exposure box, so I can obviously then expose for the shadows, and then obviously expose for the take one image and then expose for the highlights as well, and then blending the two together in post-processing. So hopefully work out really well. So I've just got my final image set up here with the tripod legs spread out as far as they can, so I can obviously get the camera as low to the floor, and obviously got it in a portrait orientation as well, using obviously the carpet of the golden leaves on the floor with the green sort of scrub bushes on either side, sort of leading you through the image up to sort of the trees in the background. Again, for that setting I've gone for f16 ISO 100 and 2-second timer in aperture priority mode, so hopefully that'll work out quite well. And then taking the exposure for the foreground, and then obviously exposure for the obviously the tops of the trees where it's obviously that bit brighter, and again blending it together as well in post-processing. So hopefully work out well. So that finishes off the short vlog over here at Thorndon Country Park. I found that the trees are still sort of quite green in places, so they're still yet to sort of go their full sort of autumn colours. I've done a sort of circuit around the lake where I was last time, but found that the trees, there wasn't many new compositions after that sort of vlog that I did a few weeks ago now. But hopefully, as I say, in the next few sort of coming weeks or so, that obviously the conditions will change. Obviously the trees will take on their sort of full autumn colours, and then obviously again hopefully be able to capture some more images. I've got a few other locations in mind as well, so hopefully over the next couple of weeks I can obviously go out to those other locations and see what the conditions are there as well. So if you've liked today's vlog, please make sure you give it a comment as well, and also give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it as well, and also consider subscribing as well, as I do obviously enjoy getting the feedback from people enjoying the videos. So thanks a lot for watching, and take care.